Oh, you want me to roll it? I'm unconscious.
Yeah, I want you to roll, yes. Yeah, I know you're unconscious. I want to see how nimble you are when you're unconscious.
Very.
Disadvantage.
Oh.
You will be very if you were, alive. You hit your head in a couple of stairs.
Okay.
You will wake up with a couple of bruising and quite a headache. Not only from the drinks, but also from the actual physical contact you have with the floor.
I'm really glad.
You'll wake up with more than that.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not role-playing this, by the way. I refuse.
No way.
You can't. You're unconscious.
Don't worry, that you'll also have herpes in the morning.
Yep.
What are you trying to say?
It's a good job I memorized fucking cleanse disease.
Right. I'll take it. None of you wants to do anything else in the bar. So,
I've achieved my goal.
Yeah.
I will be doing something to Kel, which is not what everyone thinks it is.
Okay.
Not what everyone's assuming it is.
I understand, but we'll go with that. Dervon, you're in your room. You want to do something?
Yeah. I will.
What is it?
meditate
Oh,
and talk.
very well. Talk.
So, you promised to give me power, but what do you want in return?
Freedom.
Freedom. Which means you're chained in this.
Well, I wouldn't be serving a human on a finger if I wouldn't be.
You're not talking to a mere human.
I am well aware of that, yes.
Well,
Our bargain here is beneficial for both of us.
indeed.
Get power, which you keep once I leave. And I get my freedom. Problem being is that I don't know how.
Interesting. But right now, you seem a bit unstable, if I should say.
It is you who are being unstable.
Reckless, maybe?
Whatever you get from me needs to be transferred to you. Which means you need to hold it. If you can't hold it right now well enough and stable, it takes practice and it takes time.
Practice. Time. Well,
Intensive practice.
I better start practice then. And I
Fine.
cast... Oh, where is it? Alter self. I need to break the description. And I will change my appearance. Actually, natural. I grow some kind of claw out of my hand with a ring on.
It works without a problem.
Excellent. And I retract it.
It feels so good to you that you actually managed to do it without any problems interference that you feel very, very powerful suddenly.
Alright.
Feel addicted to the success of it.
Alright, I'm gonna continue training using up all my spell slots for the day. Casting different types of spells, which is basically let's see, it's more alter self and it's shield.
Very well.
Yeah. Just a minute.
All right. You spend the night doing that.
Yeah.
Most of them are successful.
Okay. Do anything?
So far, there are no firebacks.
Alright.
No backfire, sorry. Anyone else does anything interesting in their rooms?
I'm going to attempt to read Kel's dreams.
Go right ahead. You gotta roll something, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Gotta find it first. You can do someone else whilst I look.
Yeah, anybody else?
Having walked into the room, I look at the double bed and wonder, think of the tent that I had in the garden and snuggle down.
Your bed creaks.
I don't give a damn.
You're also housed in a room right next to Dervon, between Dervon and Amiria and Cal. The room across from you is Thorin, so you can hear snoring, mumbling, and the occasional bed creaks.
Question: my proximity to no, ignore.
All right.
Crack on with other people.
Suddenly,
Suddenly the wall.
All I have
just burst open and a half orc burst in and say, "Oh yeah!"
Miria is. It just says that I can do it.
Oh, okay. Really? Just can it? That means I need.
If you do want to roll
or the
for it.
DM description. Well, he is drunk and unconscious, so you just do it.
Okay. Is there? Can I find anything in there
You just suck his dick, okay?
that no one else knows that I might be able to use, so to speak?
Cal,
Yes.
how often do you dream of your past life?
I'm gonna say I have routine nightmares of it.
You two can actually go to a different room, and you can share one secret from your past life with.
Okay. We'll go down to the secret channel.
Yes. Anyone else do anything in this?
Well, I mean, just to pass the time, I'm going to assume that my character will tell actually Terry what he summoned.
Okay.
Well, that's it. Yes, now you can see it, but it's invisible all the time, so it's not visible for everyone.
Well, are you telling that to everyone in the room?
No, I will tell it to Terry.
In which case,
When
do you want to Well, we could go down to the workshop. We don't need to go to the secret channel.
what? It's not that much of a secret. You saw him you heard him do the summoning, and at the night time, probably Deshaun grabs you by the shoulder or something like, "This is what I have summoned with my magic," and then he holds his hands up and you don't see anything for a little bit, and then this creature appears, and it's a small demonic thing that's dripping venom. It will do my bidding.
So you've woken me up for this?
No, I would assume this is before
Okay.
you went to sleep.
So I don't put a blade up against your throat. Fine.
I mean, my point is not to scare the fuck out of you.
Will I have any comprehension of what this is? I presume not.
You can roll, I guess.
That's a question to Gav.
You can try and roll nature.
Nature. Okay. Let's
This is
see
your
how this
closest
goes.
thing that I can tell you. I might give you something.
Why the hell am I proficient in it? Wow. Okay, that must have been a.
You know it's a creature that drips venom and is demonic.
Okay. I stay away from it.
What have I missed?
My character, Deshan, looks at Terry. Don't worry, it serves me. It only strikes the ones I do not like.
I shakily nod and just stare at him.
And
So he leaves.
at that point, like the creature is standing on his hand, it turns invisible like in a flash.
Anyone
And
else does
then-
anything interesting?
That's it.
What have I missed? I was away.
You missed a whole bunch of private stuff, so it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Unless you want to share something with your privacy to somebody else in the room or anything, because it seems to be like people are sharing shit.
Nope. Nope.
All right,
I didn't say anything.
with somebody else. Anyways, morning comes. I'm guessing Cal and Amiria had their little talk. They're back now. They're in the channel at least.
Yeah,
yes, so
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing they are
Yeah.
back.
Back.
Yes, it's a dun 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 kind of thing. Okay, so we'll have to update me about what was transpired because
I'm putting it in my backstory, a note for the DM. It'll
okay.
be another paragraph in that.
Very well. It's morning now. The sun is rising. The birds are singing. There appears to be a chicken or a
Long-
rooster
long rest?
somewhere within this thing that long rest. Yes, that kind of walk everyone up. It's apparently somewhere in the tavern, and you're having a hard time finding it.
Can I send my familiar to kill it?
You can send your family to look for it. Yes.
Okay, I do that.
Oh, I was
It
just
takes you
imagining
people about
cock-a-doodle-buck-er.
yeah, it kind of like, and that's pretty much the whole time, and it scares some of you because something happens, but you have no idea what's going on. I'm guessing you go downstairs from your rooms.
Yep.
Drinks are still on the table
Breakfast.
because the bartender can't be asked cleaning the whole thing. What do you do?
I get some food and bring it across to the table. I presume people are sitting down there.
Yep.
Or specifically, is Cal sitting down there?
Cal,
Yeah.
you have a major headache.
Fun. What does that mean for my character then?
You have still disadvantage on anything that goes towards intelligence or wisdom rolls
Right.
because of your headache, and you get a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
You had a very, very tough night. Apparently somebody invaded your brain. You don't know that though. It feels like it.
So yeah, is Cal sitting on the table?
If you call him rumbling over the table sitting, yes.
Okay.
Hold in my head, feeling sorry for myself.
Yes.
In which case, how much is it for a breakfast? Some food.
The bartender is being nice to you and it gives you a single gold for each person.
Okay. I grab for myself, walk across to the table, and push the glasses with like the food onto Kel.
Did
Good.
the champ pays for his breakfast for sure?
Yep. I'll go pay for mine.
I pay for mine.
And I pay
Right,
for
you've
mine.
all eaten and drunk. You all feel very satisfied, and except Cal, most of you had a good night's sleep. Harry, you're overly excited about that night's sleep because you had a bed for
Yeah.
once. Do you guys do anything besides eating and drinking? And
So are we going
eventually,
to
it's going to come down to whoring, but you didn't done that yet.
So are we gonna do this monster hunting thing now, or what?
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
That's what we agreed on.
Gabriel, by the
Yes.
description, can I roll to see what kind of a monster this would be?
From the description of this, you don't know.
Oh, okay.
The letter doesn't give you a description of the monster itself. You do
All
not
that we
need to go
know-
to the Bank of Faerûn, to the notice department, to ask about the quest, and they will give you more specific details. Or you can just do it and then come back to them. Either one of those.
All that we know is that it has a head because they want it.
Yes. So you have two options. Either go there, do whatever needs to be done, and come back, or go to the Bank of Faerûn, talk to them, get more information if you want to, if they have any, and then continue on. So you can do it any other way.
I need to withdraw money so I can go and ask.
It only needs one of you to ask you.
You
So,
volunteering?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Right.
can go then.
Dervon, you leave the inn and walk towards the guild district to the Faerûn Bank.
Also, just a note, I am throwing away a couple of items in my inventory.
On the streets?
No, I leave them in the room.
Oh, okay. Very well. You find your way to the bank pretty easily. It takes you only several minutes to get there. There's rapid transportation. There's like taxis. And you walk into the bank. The notice department is actually on the 3rd floor. It's not a problem to find. There's a big sign that says notice department.
Yeah, yeah. I ask...
In front of you sits a clerk. Elf male. He's currently hovering over some papers. Doesn't really notice you. Oh, yes. Oh, hello. Yes.
Good day,
we don't get
fine
many people here.
sir.
Oh, good day.
I'm Devon Caslanter. I have been watching, seeing you putting up posters over at overall in town for some monster hunting. Could you give me some more description of what is needed? What kind of monster is it?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. We don't get many visitors here, and this notice board has been up for the past, 3 days? Notice board. Yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah. We get regular shipments on the central road from Arabelle to Faerûn and Zambia, basically, as the bank. It's one of the main trade routes for the bank from Arabelle into Zambia and the Dale Lands. And we get raided. We receive reports of people dying on the road, specifically in this location, and he shows it to you on the map.
Yeah.
North of Archwood, like a section of the road. We don't know much. The few survivors that came along said it had big claws. That's the only thing they noticed. They did say the patrol we've sent 2 patrols. One came back with a single person. He said that he found a lot of carts and crates destroyed, some blood here and there. It was about, actually about a day ago. That's why we put the notice again. The guard eventually died from his wounds last night.
He couldn't tell us anything about the beast except for claws.
Was, how to say, terrified.
Right.
He kept spewing things about demon, but you know, a dead man speaking demon, it doesn't mean that it is a demon or not. So the demon wouldn't attack random carts of food. Cloth and such.
I believe our fine company could go look into the matter.
Oh yes, if you do, we'll be happy to do that. You'll be, of course, widely compensated. 10% discounts on every every income you have in the bank. So as a group, or as probably as a group, it's much better for you guys. So whenever you deposit a part of gold, you're going to receive 10% of that gold as an interest. It's a good deal.
Interesting.
Yes. So I would like to say we need in the bonus we said the head of the beast, but to prevent people just killing a beast and bringing us the head. Some of our carts have our documentation on them. We have missed 3 carts so far. So if you find all 3 documentation, or at least 2 of them and a torn one, most likely they're going to be, well, I don't know. But try to find those documentations for us, at least 2 of them, for proof.
Yeah, we will look into that.
Thank you.
And have a good day. I also
Oh,
will
thank you
go-
very much.
Yeah, I will also go by the clerk and withdraw 100 gold
Okay.
from my parchments. Noted.
You do that, it's pretty easy.
Guys, I have to go. Unfortunately, I have to wake up. So sorry, and have fun anyway.
See you.
Wait,
See-
you've been asleep.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
fine.
You do that, it's pretty easy. It's no problem with that.
So I get back, we gather up our stuff and start traveling, I guess.
Yeah.
Very well. If you open the quest itself,
Yeah.
the monster hunter needed, you will see a map. You are currently in Faerûn, southmost city. You're gonna take the trade route through Zambia to Ordelin, and from Ordelin to the Archwood area where the quest is supposed to be located. It will take you about a day and a half to reach that area,
Yep.
more or less.
Mhm.
Depending on the speed you're walking, could take between day and a half and 2 days.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get walking then.
On the road, you find no problems. It's a main trade route. It's got a lot of campsites pre-prepared for travelers. Some of them actually have posted guards, elven guards in those campsites. This area is supposed to be a main trade route, and they keep good care of it, apparently.
I tried to pry some information about Archwood from the guards.
Please roll investigations.
Investigation?
Yeah, you're investigating them.
I was hoping to persuade them to...
All right, and you can roll persuasion.
Because I have proficiency in that.
Right. Let me roll it against you, because I decided to put my dice away. You managed to get some information. One of the guards. He says that he actually knew one of the people in the last patrol I was sent there. It was a friend of his from a long time ago. He was talking about something along the lines of, why do we carry this giant-ass bows? He didn't know for what, but they did carry huge-ass bows.
Okay.
That's what you meant to pry out.
Yeah, I'll share it with the group. Okay.
So you need a lot of power to kill this.
He didn't really specify what bows, but it was probably wooden bows. Regular elven bows, but big ones.
Well, that generally means that they deal more damage. But yeah.
Never know. Anyway, rations, I guess we use a 1 or 2.
Yes, you each use at least 1 day ration.
Okay.
After a day and a half of traveling, does anybody, by the way, wants to ask anything else from the guards, or just general things to do on the road, or we can
Do I
continue
still
on?
have a load of debuffs on me?
For on the road, you were kind of a nuisance to the group with your headaches and everything, but after a day it passed. You're pretty
Yeah.
much fine.
Gav,
Still
just so you
miserable.
know, for the rations, like the 3 carrots, 3 potatoes, and 20 blackberries are picked up in the.
Good, because we're about to get rotten.
Yeah, that's precisely why I did that.
Very good. Okay. I would also like to mention before we jump into the next map, I'm using a somewhat new system in some of the maps, and it's called actually when you went to the maps, when you had the dynamic lights, you had squad sight on as well. You won't have it in certain maps now. It means if one of you goes black, he stays there until he finds the group himself.
Okay.
Or you use coordinates, which we don't really have coordinates, so That's to prevent you, first of all, from splitting the group and to give more debuffs for the person who does split from the group.
Yep, alright, cool.
More interesting that way. And after a day and a half, you reach a road that was kind of marked in the location, and this is where you are. It's an eerie forest. Very... Wow, I'm not going to do that. Very quiet. There are no birds singing in this area.
Okay, I will set my familiar force.
I need to deploy him, don't I?
Yes, yes you do.
I'm going to give you a better skin once I get one. I don't really have one right now.
Oh, it's cute. In a sort of demonic hellspawn kind of way.
There we go. There it is.
Do I notice him passing me?
Does it take an enchantment of some sorts to deploy him, or how does it work?
No, he is around all the time, and until he gets killed, and you summon him, or what the fuck ever. Like he's around at all times, unless he gets killed.
All right, but does it take a certain magical thing to, like, can somebody sense your summoning? This way.
The summoning, yes, but the creature itself is like someone being next to you.
Yeah. Therefore, you do notice a certain magical presence.
It's like a rat passing by.
Pretty much, yes. Step close on the road. What you can see in front of you is trading cart. Broken spears, broken swords, crates lying around. Some blood, mostly not fresh.
Alright, I'm gonna search around the crates, look inside them, look for documents.
Alright, roll
Investigation.
perception, investigation. Perception is better because you're trying to perceive what's going on.
I'll also have a look around to see if I can find any bodies.
I find nothing.
I'm scanning the trees extremely warily.
Yeah, I'll have a look, see if I can find any bodies or anything bigger that Hockey might have missed.
Alright, roll it as well. Okay, Art, you can see that the crates are broken in the center area, some claw marks on the sides. Something has been trying to force its way into them.
Okay.
As for bodies, you can't see bodies. You can see drag marks, but they disappear after a while, and they actually point out a directional south.
Okay. So guys, they're dragging south, I think. Over there. I think the map, because I've just seen it.
I can see on the south there.
And yes,
There are things there.
this was actually a beast or a
Yes,
monster or
there's a
something.
lot of blood, and there's a cart.
There was a beast or something. There are claw marks on these boxes.
Should we go?
What do I specifically see in the boxes, though?
You can see marks of the Brewers Guild, Alchemist Guild, and the Bank of Faerûn's Guild. Most boxes contain a foul smell of rotting food.
All of them?
All of them. in
Does
this
my
cart, yes.
familiar see anything?
What your familiar sees is a upside-down cart, several carts, some pictures, cloth in the carts, scratch marks, and flesh blood, actually more towards the south part of the second cart.
No, more carts.
I remain on the path.
I'll follow along.
I search the crate, look at the crates, what do I see?
You don't have to roll perception for that, but you can see a picture lying on the cart, and it's got a document kind of tucked into it on the side.
Yeah, I grab that.
It says the Bank of Faerûn documentation, order number, and it gives you a number of the order.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
You also notice that the picture itself is torn, claw-marked, and something took a bite of it.
What is this next to me?
What you can see over at this side is another picture, also torn, and there's a document lying on it.
I pick it up.
Pick up document, you can see it says the Bank of Faerûn documentation, order number, and it gives you another number. It specifies a cloth as in the main material that's being sent.